weight bearing, non-weight bearing, muscle building exercises. Weight bearing is most common and very fruitful in walking. It is told that if we do light exercise,
keep the mic closer.
It should be about 150 minutes 1 week.
Okay.
Light. If it is vigorous exercise, it should be about 70 to 75 minutes per week. Okay. Light weight bearing exercise is walking and light jogging. Then these are the non-weight bearing exercise, but building exercise. Most important is quadriceps exercise. Quadriceps exercise that is strengthen our thigh muscles and making our gait balanced.
So lunges and squats.
Quadriceps exercise, most important and very simple at residence is that you lie down on the bed, make the knees straight, stiff, lift it up to 45 to 50 degrees, then down, then up, then down. This should be repeated 25 times on one leg and then other leg. Make it sure while taking up and down, knee should be straight.
Okay.
That is one. Second is for the glutei muscle. Again, to make the walk stable. And again, you should lie on one side and lift the thigh on the side. 10 to 15 times one side, 10 to 15 times other side.
So this all menopausal women can do.
And third is weakness for the spine. As they have already told, it is Bhujangasana, Sarabhasana whatsoever. That should be repeated 10 to 15 times per day, one time.
Okay. So what are high impact and low impact exercises, Mr. Gaurav?
High impact exercises are
Make it brief, only 2 lines.
high impact exercises in which we use both our feet may be off the floor at the same time, like jumping, running, skipping, dancing. And the low impact exercises are those in which both our feet must be on the floor, like brisk walk, swimming.
Resistance exercise, madam has already covered, so we go on to the next. What is the stepwise approach for doing exercise? Dr. Rana.
Stepwise is, first of all, our muscles should be warm enough to do any exercise. Light jogging, light little jumping. There are so many things just to warm up. Over here I cannot explain it, but standing, just you can do jogging, you can do swinging, you can do...
Very good. Relax.
So that all your muscles, they are just warming up. Once you have warmed up, after that you have to start rotating every part of your body. Start with the neck, lower down, up. There is a rule of yoga that once you are extending your body, you should be inspirating. आपका maximum सांस, and once you are exhaling, your body should come into flexion. So same way with the neck, सांस भरा, सांस छोड़ा, सांस भरा, छोड़ा. Same way sideways, same way this way, and slight rotation. So you can start from the head, then you can come on to your shoulders, forward, backward, rotation, upper rotation, side rotation, then come to your chest, little rotation. This part moves further, you can jump up on this side, then further your waist will go. So every joint, till your knee joints, you should rotate. Once the rotation is done, the ligaments have become soft, your muscles have become soft to do further work. After that, we have to stretch them. And the stretching should the stretching should be in the form of yoga, as they were showing it, Surya Namaskar. It should be done in a sequence way, not that you are just stretching this muscle and then you are stretching the leg muscles. It should go into the sequence. That is why they have made the Surya Namaskar, made Padmasana, all the sequences made. Then yoga is in the different form. You have mudras, you have pranayama. Pranayama is very good. Once you do pranayama for the osteoporotic, more oxygen goes, it becomes like antioxidants and your muscles become very strong.
Can you also elaborate on role of good posture for health? I think this has been taken. Let's leave it because we have other sessions.
Posture is your spine should be in the neutral position. That's all. It should be very neutral. Your shoulders back, your tummy tucked in, your knee joints are locked up, and after that you do the exercise.
So the next question is for Diana. The patient is a vegetarian and wants dietary advice to maintain good health, inclusive of good bone health. So what diet should she take?
Good afternoon, dear doctors. Now, also, nutrition is closely linked to osteoporosis, and when it comes to bone health, it is more a matter of a healthful eating pattern rather than the individual nutrients. That is why we say that food is a better source of calcium than the supplements, because it, along with calcium, provides you with other nutrients which are required for the proper absorption and utilization of calcium. So coming to the dietary sources of calcium, without any doubt, milk and milk products are the best dietary sources of calcium.
For a vegetarian?
For a vegetarian. About 1 glass of...
Patients who are on high sodium salt intake, that is 11.2 grams per day, and the low should be 3.9 grams per day. And those ladies who are on high salt intake, they are excreting calcium to the extent of 36%. And as I told you about casein, that for every cup of extra coffee taken, you should add 40 to 50 milligrams of calcium to the diet. But here in this case, this cannot be followed. You cannot add extra high calcium diet while taking high salt intake, thinking that this part is excreted, calcium is excreted in the urine while I am taking high calcium diet. This cannot be counteracted by high calcium diet. So you have to take care of your low salt intake, not less than that. So you will have to tell your patient no chaat chutney sauce. Less of
We
it.
go on to the next case. A 65-year-old, now she's an elderly lady, 12-year menopausal, has consulted our orthopedic surgeon for chronic backache. Relevant history: natural menopause 12 years back, obstetric like 3 children, and nothing significant in her family history, but she has history of hypertension since 5 years and lactose intolerance 8 years. Local examination, lab test, BMI, everything normal, but BMD is bad, -3. So, in addition to the medical therapy, what pharmacological measures would you like to offer to the patient, Dr. Sushma?
She's an osteoporotic patient.
Yes.
So, in addition to the calcium, vitamin D, B-less, any type of a thing, and maybe calcitonin.
And even prevention of falls is very
yes,
important.
very important.
And physical and occupational therapy. Now she can't exercise like a normal healthy woman. So Dr. Dan, which exercises osteoporotic women should not perform?
One, she should not do very aggressive and very marathon exercises. Walking is best for her.
Very good.
Secondly, light spinal exercises.
Okay.
Extension exercise, that means lie prone on the bed and lifting the body, front part of the body, only 8 to 10 times. That will increase the muscle tone, spinal muscle tone, and that will prevent the fracture of the spine also. Thirdly, she can use brace while doing the traveling or the much of the exertion management.
And
She
too
can
much
use the
forward
brace.
bending is not right for her, and side bending.
And she should avoid
Yes.
by sitting up and bending the knees. This is how to prevent it for the muscle. And fourthly, whenever to dress up, she should exercise. These are the what is the exercise, spinal exercise, and walking. These are the best.
So what are the measures to prevent falls, Dr. Dan? How can she prevent falls?
Number one, whether you
Even Dr. Rana, you can take it. Yes, fine.
Usually, why do we fall? Firstly, our floors are very slippery. We don't have to make our bathrooms so expensive and so slippery that we fracture our bones only. Number two, your grip of the foot. Always at the exercise, try to contract your fingers and just try to walk on it. And second, when you are walking forward, have your exercise, keep the heel first, and when you are going back, keep the toe back first. That way, you will have better grip. Then always do open the web. जितना ज़्यादा पैरों के web खोलेंगे, hands से खोलेंगे, the grip will be better. And when you are going down on the stairs, take care of the railing. Check it, we should not fall. And your footwears, they should be very strong to catch your feet. Not delay and heels, they can really make you fall.
Okay, Dr. Jain, can you tell us about the role of hip protectors in women with osteoporosis?
Hip protectors are the implements that is made of either foam or the plastic material, and they are put specially in the pockets of the underwear, or they are embedded in the underwear itself, or they are put in the belt and to protect the fracture during fall. But the dilemma is, these days is not very much common, that it prevents only fracture of the trochanter during the fall. But fracture neck femur, it is said it occurs mostly by the rotation strain, not due to fall. And the second is question is being discussed that fall in fracture is not due to fall, but fall is due to fracture, because she gets already fracture and has fall. So it has got only role when the patient is, the person is very, very osteoporotic and she is in the home return. Just she is walking with the head of support. So these are the implements being used to protect the trochanteric fracture.
So now my next question is for for nutritionist Tina. How should the patient compensate her lactose intolerance by improving her calcium by a milk-free diet? How can she do that?
Now for people who are milk intolerant or lactose intolerant, there are very good non-dairy calcium sources, and the best amongst them is ragi. Ragi ka atta is very commonly used in South India. It is very high in calcium, way more than any other foods. So it should be included as a staple diet in our foods also. Like 100 grams, just 100 grams of ragi ka atta can provide you around 350 milligrams of calcium. So it means that if 2 whole wheat chapatis are providing you 30 milligrams of calcium, 2 chapatis made out of ragi ka atta can provide you 350 milligrams of calcium. Such is the calcium content of ragi. But if you don't like the non-glutinous dough of ragi, and to get the right texture, you can even mix wheat flour with ragi flour. Even then, it will give you a good amount of calcium. And then other ways in which ragi can be included is you can make ragi almond milk porridge, you can make ragi pakoras, or even ragi laddus. And other sources are load your diets with lots of beans and oil seeds. Just a cup of cooked spinach can give you 250 milligrams of calcium.
How about almonds?
Yeah, almonds are also good sources. Around 10 almonds will give you just 30 milligrams of
Is
calcium.
it necessary that almonds should be soaked, or they can be
Yeah,
eaten like
because
that?
the skin has phytic acid which reduces the absorption of the nutrients for almonds, so it is better to soak them.
And then you remove the cover and then eat, or
Even if you take the cover, it is okay because the phytic acid has been removed in the water in which it was soaked. And the greens, they like spinach, fenugreek is very rich in calcium. 1 bowl of aloo methi sabzi will give you 400 milligrams of this calcium. And among beans, rajma, kala chana and soyabeans are good sources of calcium. 1 cup of boiled soybean is having 200 milligrams of calcium. It can be taken in nutri-nugget form or tofu form. And one very important thing which is missing in most of our kitchens today is the oil seeds. These seeds are tiny nutritional powerhouses and should be present in our kitchens because along with being a rich source of calcium, they have many other health benefits. A tablespoon of these seeds, whether it is poppy seeds, chia seeds or sesame seeds, can give you around 100 to 150 milligrams of calcium. The poppy seeds, our ancestors very commonly used it as khaskhas. You can make a paste out of it, you can add it to your warm milk or cold milk, or it can even be added to the sweet dishes as a thickening agent. Same way, chia seeds can be sprinkled over your oatmeal, smoothies, yogurt, etc. And sesame seeds, so you can chew them as such, chew them properly, and then take a glass of milk after it. Then among the dry fruits, as Dr. Navdeep was saying, figs and dates. Only 6 figs or dates will give you 100 milligram of calcium. And one more good source of calcium is this molasses. It's a very smart sweetener. It's a byproduct of the sugarcane refining. But 1 tablespoon of molasses
is available in market.
it is available in the groceries or online also.
Name, what name?
Molasses,
Molasses.
black strap molasses. Because 1 tablespoon of molasses is having very low calories but as much as 200 milligrams of calcium. So you can add it in your porridges or in baking, replacing the white sugar. So these are some of the very good calcium sources which can easily be incorporated in your diet. And so just one thing more which I want to add is that as I already said, it is not just the calcium for bones. There are many other essential nutrients like magnesium. It acts to balance out the calcium, like progesterone balances the effect of estrogen. Same way magnesium, it directs the deposition of calcium in your bones and not in the other undesirable places like the kidney causing stones or in the artery walls causing cardiovascular diseases. So adequate intake of magnesium is also important. Similarly, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, and the golden rule to include all this is just to have 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, in which you will get the recommended amounts of all these other nutrients. So in the end, I would just like to say that a healthy diet which includes good sources of calcium and 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables optimizes the intake of all good micronutrients for the bone health. Thank you.
So it's never too late to exercise, to make a lifestyle modification. I now invite Dr. Sushma to give us a dance finale.
Ma'am, just a minute. For lactose intolerant people, we can add soya milk. So it contains 40 milligrams of calcium. But the one thing I would like to add here is natural milk contains 8 grams of proteins, and the persons who are lactose intolerant are not taking natural milk and are replacing it by soya milk. Soya milk is containing just 1 gram of protein. So those people need to add more proteins to the diet to complete that scenario.
Thank you everyone, but
Dr. Anil, please come in front because nobody should sleep because when you are sick. So I'm activating everyone in 1 minute second. I just take 1 minute and everybody is just stand up at your place and just be awake for the next talk. And these are the small exercises which you can do every day. And they are very gentle, they are good for your fingers, they are good for your muscles, they are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Especially during menstrual cycle and sexual abuse, they are more open in accepting depression and going to a doctor. And men often mask their depression with substance abuse. And we also know that women are more emotional and perceive stress more than normal. So we all know this, that what is perimenopause? Symptoms that they present with vasomotor symptoms like hot flushes, night sweats, sleep disruptions, vaginal changes, and mood symptoms. This is the most vulnerable time for women to have depression. 1 in 5 will have depression in perimenopause. This is menopause factorial, and we can divide them into hormonal factors and psychosocial factors. Hormonal factors like fluctuating levels of estrogen during the onset of menopause cause deficiency of serotonin and norepinephrine in brain, and these neurotransmitters regulate mood. And deficiency of these is thought to cause clinical depression. And we have a whole lot of psychosocial factors. The time of perimenopause is very difficult for women. They are faced with multiple challenges like adolescent children, aging parents, and most of them have a peak of their career during this time, so they are very busy in their careers, and they also have health problems because they have reached midlife. And some of them have negative attitude towards menopause, and they feel they are losing their beauty and fertility. So these also factors contribute. So this shows that combination of biological, psychological, and social factors, the combination produces depression. So, whom to screen? Ideally, all women above 40 should be screened, particularly those women who have past or family history of depression, those who have premature or surgical menopause, who have persistent vasomotor symptoms, who have lengthy menopausal transition, who have history of premenstrual dysphoria disorder, those women with